Okay, so it's my pleasure to bring up the two, the only, the Benders. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. If I had a drum roller, I would do that, but you guys are awesome.
Yay!
Thank you. All right.
Hi.
How many people know where I grew up that aren't related to me? You knew? Oh, you look so guilty, Abraham. Buffalo? Florida? Where else? Canada? Chicken? Turkey. I grew up in Kansas.
Heston, Kansas.
Not Kansas City. Nowhere near Kansas City.
I know. And I've lived 3 times in my life in Kansas, and I wasn't born there. I actually purposely moved there on purpose.
So
3
I really don't.
times. How crazy. I know. That's so random. It kept sucking me back in. Kansas.
So as you know, I do not follow football at all, or any other sport really, besides my daughter's volleyball.
And your son's soccer.
But I will be rooting for the Chiefs today, only because they have Kansas in the title. So there you go. Apparently I have a lot in this game.
Yes.
All right, before we get going here, raise your hand. I think, is everybody here coming over to our house?
Greg's trying to figure out the pizza
I'm
order.
trying to figure out the pizza order. All right. If you're not coming over, raise your hand. There's other
everyone's
things, but okay, everybody's coming. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yay. Thanks. Oh, great.
Okay.
Awesome.
I will factor that in
Okay.
and go order a bunch.
Yay.
So I'm going to go step away and do that.
Okay. You're going to go order for a minute?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Plan
Fly
ahead.
be free. I know.
I got nothing else.
Before we release kiddos, I was wondering if anyone had anything special in their life that they wanted to share with our community. Yes, Miss Jocelyn does.
Where's the microphone? I need to be heard. Oh, it's not. Okay. So, I applied for a worship intensive that's led by the Vineyard Church in California and the worship leader Jeremy Riddle and his wife.
Who's your superhero?
He's like, you know, Ange to Graham Cook, like Graham Cook to Ange, like Jeremy Riddle is to me. You know, like he is my, like anything that happens on my heart, he like sings it. It's the weirdest thing. I've been in worship sessions with him and like something's happening in me and he sings it multiple times. It's crazy. It's so great. I absolutely adore him and his family. And like, I don't follow anyone on Instagram, but I follow Jeremy Riddle. Anyway, so I applied for this worship intensive. It's a week-long just session on growing and spending time in the Lord and just doing
Worship.
Yeah, super cool. And it was really scary for me to put myself out there and even apply. So that was a huge win in my book. And I found out that I got on the wait list for the intensive, which is amazing because only 40 people get in. And they said that they would be opening up a new session later on in the year that I'd be able to get to go to. So, like, this is really cool for me because I get to invest in worship and learn from someone I really trust and adore. And like his church group, like Carrie knows really well and Ange knows really well. And I feel like I'm in a really good spot of training so that I'll come back and you guys will get to see what happened. And I don't know when that'll be. It may be in March or it may be in like August. I don't know. But I'm going and I'm really excited.
I'm excited too.
Yeah, it's really cool.
You know, what's really fun is when you were leading worship and playing piano at the same time and singing, which is a big deal for Jocelyn. I don't know if you know that. That's like not something she does regularly. It's difficult. You're learning. You're working on it. Yeah. And you've taken so many risks here. And I was remembering the many times that we were on the phone at the very beginning of this adventure. Do you remember that? And how many times Jocelyn quit her leadership role here at church?
Wait a second.
And how many? Well, in worship, for worship.
No, oh yeah. No,
Just
here's
for
the
worship.
thing, is
And-
she kept, no, I never quit. You just kept asking me and I kept saying no.
Yeah, well, that's true.
That's
But
different.
one
I
time
never
you took
said
it on and
yes.
said yes, and then she said no. But you're right. She
Yeah.
said no multiple times, and I just felt the Lord just encouraging me, because I have spent so much of the last couple of years looking at people and seeing, I think, and partnering with what I thought God was doing in their lives and what he was passionate about. And some of them have pursued that with their whole heart. And it's not necessarily a worship role. It might be in their family. It might be a personal victory and a personal overcoming. And many of them have not been able to, or felt like it was the right timing for them to pursue that particular whatever it was, overcoming in their life. And it was really beautiful for the Lord to remind me during this worship of, there's just so many people who are standing for us on our side when we don't realize they are. There just are. We have family members that frustrate us, but a lot of times they're standing for us and they're on our side. We have other people, mentors, teachers, other people who are, sowing into and investing, even just a little piece into who God has made us to be. And I just am so excited about who you are, Jocelyn, and who you are becoming, and the risk-taking that this was, and for you to step out of the little place with your little intimacy with the Lord and go, okay, I'm ready for something new. I'm ready for, to experience that with other people. I'm ready to learn and grow in new ways. I'm ready to own this identity and this intention that God has put inside of me. And so I'm just like, yay, you.
Yeah.
Does
Thanks.
anybody have something they want to share with Jocelyn as she applied for this, is on a wait list? Like, does anybody have anything that that they feel the Lord prompting in their heart about this? I know it's like a sudden thing, so it'll take a second for you to think about it.
All I know is we're just all so proud of you.
Yeah.
Just this sense of, joy, just like you're on a journey, and it's something that I believe the rest will encourage other people to take this year to,
Yeah.
just so proud of you. That was a lot.
It was really scary to apply, oddly.
And also, I remember we were sitting at the Vietnamese restaurant after church, and you were sharing that with us. And I was like, I think she's going to get that. But then you said, oh, no, I think I'm going to.
Well, it's because there's thousands of people that are applying for this thing and only 40 spots.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. So anyway.
Did you go to Bethel?
no, it's not Bethel, it's Vineyard. So it's in like
Anaheim Vineyard.
Los Angeles. Yeah, Anaheim.
Is he there now?
Yeah, he moved there, I don't know, a couple months, a year ago. I should keep track, but I don't. But I shouldn't.
Did you stalk him on?
I do stalk people on
Don't you?
Instagram when I'm on Instagram. I go on Instagram probably once every 3 months.
So he's in Anaheim now.
Yeah. Yeah. So, thanks,
I
guys.
love that you shared that. I want to just pray a blessing over you, because I just want our community to stand for each other, in each of our dreams and in each of our things that we're pursuing, like Sammy's paper that she's writing. We've all are and in process on. And so I believe that the Lord has given you favor and wisdom and resilience and strength and creativity and joy. And you have a strength within you to overcome obstacles that would say no. I mean, this is not the easiest place to lead worship, right, Jared? I mean, like, seriously, if you're with a band and with like 200 people who are like, we just love to sing and that's easy. This room, this is not an easy space. And part of the reason it's so hard is because no performance really survives well in this room, right? There's performance, it just dies an ugly death here in this space, because I think the Lord is right. So performance doesn't work here. And so it is an ever-changing invitation to be authentic and sincere in the midst of our adventure with God. And that creates a whole different level of challenge. And there are not the same feedback mechanisms. You guys, when you lead worship, Christy and Jocelyn and Jared, you don't have 50 people coming, oh my gosh, that was so great, that so blessed me. Like, right? That doesn't happen. You don't have the fan, you know, like, this is.
One stage dive off the altar, just once.
Can you what?
One stage dive off the altar.
One stage dive off the altar, that's all you want. Right? So, this is about a thing with the Lord that's so personal, you know, and so intimate, and it develops such a strength within us. I don't think people realize really, truly what the victories are that are happening in this space. So anyway, I just love
to say,
you.
like, a big
Yeah.
victory for me, like in this set, was to not play piano on certain parts. Like, because that can become, it sounds so weird, but like it's either no piano or all piano, but like something that the Lord was like, well, what if it's no piano and then some piano? And so it's like, that's a little victory like you wouldn't really think about, but from a musician's perspective, it's like really awkward to have that, but it's like, okay, let's try this.
Yeah, and sometimes things you try don't go well, and letting that go and learning to let that go and going, I'm not here to make a good experience for people, I'm here to partner with the Lord, and it's up to Him what happens after that.
Yeah.
Whew. That is a, yeah, right? It wrecks me every week. Okay, love you. So are you going with kiddos? Okay. Oh, please, please do. Yes. What was it? You'll share?
Hello? I'm not saying it. We got our ears pierced.
That's a big deal. Ask Darby how old she had to wait till she got to have her ears pierced. That's so special.
What grade were you in, Jeremy?
That's so exciting. Yay. All right. Anybody else have something they want to share? It's exciting. Might have been 10. I'm not sure. Okay. All right. We release kids to be magnificent, powerful, strong, good, kind, joyful, brilliant. Oh my goodness. Woo. We're. All right. Well, this is going to be a quickie. What?
Pizza Pig, that was 6:45.
Yeah. Thank you.
Our first available, so.
What? That's when the first available was? I thought they might have a little delay thing, so thanks for taking care of that. I super appreciate it. All right, we are here together. Us, I love us. We'll be comfy. So I would love some feedback on what you guys think about our daily blessings so far. We've had 1 week. I've been texting them out. I'll work on texting them out earlier in the day. But I would like some feedback, good, bad, or ugly, or totally, completely indifferent.
I have totally not been reading the paragraphs before the decrees.
Yeah.
Yeah, as I read the first one, I decided I'm not going to read these anymore.
I'm not going to read these anymore.
But the decrees have actually been a lot of fun for me to read through.
Yeah?
Yeah, so I've been enjoying the decrees.
Good.
I actually think I did the third instead of the second today, but
That's Eli's number.
you get number 3, Eli?
That's the one he picked, yeah.
Sorry, I thought it rocked. But then I realized it was the wrong day.
It was the wrong day, so you got ahead of yourself, so you get to do it twice.
Something.
That's excellent. I love it. Okay, who else? I would love to hear. Run back.
I think ditto. I haven't been loving the reading part, although some of them are better than others, right? But just, I think it's good to speak out, and I do it out loud in my bedroom, but, just, the things who we are.
Yeah.
And there's something about it, some days I feel like it and some days I don't, like when I'm saying them, right? It's not about feelings, it's about knowing who we are, no matter what the circumstances and the things that are happening, standing. And yeah, I think it's a really good practice one way or another. That's why I'm yeah, continuing to do it because I think it's really, and also because we want to support you and your vision for us
Thank
all.
you.
So yeah, okay.
That's so nice. That's so good.
Yeah, I'm not reading them out loud on the street corner either. No, in just my office. That's all right.
He's out loud in his office. Okay, who else? Thoughts, comments? Thanks, Lens.
I missed the talk on it because I don't know really anything about it except he handed it to me, and I didn't know what day you started but I just started on day 1, and it was on love, and that was like the full week. I couldn't move past that one.
Oh, yay.
Because everything in my week has been challenging that one, and there's no moving on from it. Like, I feel like everything that happens is coming directly against that first day one. And so it's been really great, though. I've been filling my journal with what is coming up for me, and like just being able to be aware of my own process of that being attacked has actually given me a lot of really great insights into like my own internal world. And then have a conversation with God of like, oh, how do we upgrade that? How do we upgrade that? So I am finding like really rich stuff in the midst of a lot